Hello, there we go, I'm going to flourish that time. Chris again. Today I'm going to be doing something that's a bit closer to home, something we can all get a hold of in the shops, certainly if you've got a Waitrose close to you anyway. It's a Betty STOGGS. It's from the Skinners Brewery. It's Cornish. Those of you who know me, or those of you who don't, may have guessed that I am a Cornishman. So I'm very partial to a pasty. I'm also quite partial to the Skinners Brewery beers. So let's get into this. There we go. Find that later. I don't want one of the children play with it or something. What have we got? So Betty STOGGS. It says it's the Cornish session beer with a light hop aroma, underlying malt, easy drinking copper ale with a superb balance of citrus hops, bitterness, Cornish malt and wheat. It's named after a wonderfully wicked West Cornwall folklore character. There we go, and it's I don't know if you can get that there. It's a 2008 Camera Champion Best Bitter of Great Britain. Something to look out for. So pour it. Nice Skinner's glass there. Now, the last couple of reviews I've done have been things that they're going to be difficult to get a hold of. So I wanted to do something that we could all try together. There you go. Not much of a head to it. Developing nicely there though. It's a 4% ABV. What do we get in the smell? Some biscuitiness. In terms of the colour, it's a lovely orange colour. I don't know if you're able to pick that up from the light there that I've got behind. There's some malts in there as well. So without further ado, let's give this a go. Oh yeah. Sometimes there's nothing better than a pint of good English ale. As much as I like trying some of these fancy things, sometimes there's nothing better. Oh, let's try some more of that a second, just for reviewing purposes, clearly. So there's a light malt in there. You got that lovely biscuity taste. You get some of the wheatiness. You get the. I mean, if you were to imagine the kind of the biggest wheat taste you're going to get is in a wheat beer. You're nowhere near there. This is kind of approaching the ghost of some, for want of a better phrase, the ghost of some Weetabix. It lets you know that the wheat is in there, but it doesn't want to override everything else that's in there. It's well balanced. Plenty of other things going on there. So just have a bit more. Not picking much up in the way of fruit. I don't think there's an awful lot of that in there. But what a beer. Honestly, if you've seen this in the shop, I know it comes with what looks like a slightly jokey label. Don't worry too much about that. It's not so jokey. I mean, it's in the kind of getting towards saucy postcard. Don't let that put you off. because they've based, the Skinners Brewery have based all of their things on local folklore, they're going to have some kind of picture to depict it. You'll be aware of various Cornish legends, such as the Piskies and whatnot. I have very fond memories of this beer, because I drank this beer when I went on honeymoon at a little place called the Edgecombe in Bude. So if you get a chance to nip down there, do so. I would suggest that is actually the best place to drink it, is on your honeymoon, if your wife doesn't mind. But I drank that in a lovely sunroom for lots of the time, in the middle of February in Cornwall. It was warm, I was happy. Clearly I'd just got married. How long that lasts is up to you. Not my marriage, your own marriages. So it was a beer that I was able to drink all day, and yes, I did have a pasty in the middle of doing that, and it was great. So for me, this beer, because of the memories, but mostly because of the balanced taste that's in there, I'm happy to go with a 9. You could session this all day, and it's bloody great. Cheers.